Hi, how going on? I'm happy to express some of my thought here. So I prepare something to say. Okay, let's go on. Well, I know that Leeds College offers a lot of contemporary music and I'm very interested in that. And I love to come to school and learn about different styles of music and instrument technology and production mixing technologies. In my life, it's pretty much about music. I'm either practicing my playing skills or making music clips. So I didn't choose to go to school. I just to complete my studies. I want to go and learn contemporary music with my fellow students and teachers, and I like the atmosphere. So now we're talking about my favorite songwriter. I think there are many, but I have to mention one that has really influenced me. Well, uh, it's, it's Jacob Collier from London, England. I really enjoyed watching his videos on his inks and on the top of the oil tube, and it blows me away every time. He is a very young multi-instrumentalist with 5 Grammy Awards, and many people call it genius, including his understanding of harmonies was very beautiful. As well as I remember him discussing negative harmonies and mercury divisions as well, very thoughtful. His love of music gave me a lot of motivation to learn. By the way, I remember him playing an electronic string instrument called the harpy. A sound so soft and beautiful. I must learn it when I come to UK. So most of his songs I love, and here I also discuss a song called Christmas Christmas song. He arranged. I watched the arrangement project explaining his video on the oil tube with over 200 tracks of vocals, plus the incredible harmonies he devised. He arranged the vocal parts very well. The arrangement wandered in and out of tonality, but he was able to make sure there was always a voicing. It was fantastic. I usually listen to all types of music, a bit more jazz and R&B. Early jazz by old artists such as Billy Evans, Duke Ellington, Chet Baker, Louis Armstrong, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, and contemporary jazz artists such as Jace Molina, Corey Henry, whose solos I sometimes pick up. I also listen to smooth jazz by Welsh musicians, and I often find a commandment in these styles to work on in my improvisation. I think the good thing about smooth jazz is that it combines jazz and pop very well. It has a good melody, no long bebop riffs, no complicated chord change, and the sound are smooth and easier to remember. So then with all that said, let's discuss R&B again. Here I have to mention my earliest encounter with the old artist Stevie Wonder, who was solo a true genius, and his understanding of harmony involved a lot of jazz theory, leaving behind so many classics. One of my favorite is Overjoyed. So it's so beautiful, and the transposition in it isn't even out of place. There are so many other songs by him, such as "Isn't She Lovely?" I will sing it in the video. "Robin in the Sky," and so on. There are also some great musicians like Babyface, Whitney Houston, Brian McKnight, even younger PJ modern, blue mass. They're all on grammars, more and less. And that's the recognition of the times for great musicians. In fact, I think music is more fusion nowadays, so I don't think one of style defines them all. So I don't want to be good at just only one style. I want to be able to incorporate the elements that I love from all these styles into my work, and that's what I find more rewarding. Now that we are talking about the solo or performance side of the things, I'll just share some of my experience briefly. I think music is made up of three parts. One is harmony, two rhythm and melody. So it's more interested into hold on to one part and then vary on the other parts as you go along. When in January and to observe how the other instruments work in the song so that you can change your own playing. And I think ensemble playing is more about teamwork and integration. When recording vocals or instruments, I usually make it a habit to record different melodies many times and choose a version that I feel fits the piece best. The acoustic environment is also important, and I don't have some profile at home, so I usually need to use plugins on the computer to make up for it. For example, with some limiter and conversation. In my demo piece, I usually use a less complex chord progression, but I put a lot of thought into the instrumental arrangements. By the time the demo was finished, I had selected on a AABB family work for the song with a single piano track for the intro and a noir piano from the contact sampler for the title track, with the tone adjusted for whiles and brightness to sound more poppy. The drums are studio drummer from the contact sampler. The guitar and the bass are both recorded. The guitar will focus on clean breakdowns and interludes, while the bass will mainly follow the bass and snare drums for some rhythm changes. So let's go. The bridge is designed to transpose and introduce more exciting harmonies before return to the bass key for the chorus. The song is not mastered, and there are still some problems with the frequency response, which will be adjusted in the future when I learn more about it. Well, at this stage in mainland China, I think one of the most important issues for songwriter is copyright revenue. A lot of chart interests are sold off in one go, so if the song became a hit later on, the songwriter doesn't get any money. So for songwriters without fame, if they don't sell out, the big companies won't choose to buy them, so they have to give up their copyright in order to survive. Such an environment leads to more and more cute work by songwriters. Our works are produced like an assembly line, making it difficult to have classics. For the sake of preserving music industry, I hope the copyright system become more and more perfect. So I love to create and share my music with people. whether in life or at school. Music is all I do. I think my abilities can only be shown in the right platform. I'm still young and I have to go for what I want. So if I come to school, I would love to lead my classmates to learn and complete a piece together. And I would also bring more children in China who love music to come here and find their dreams. Maybe after finish school, I find a company and shine in the industry. Maybe I become an independent musician and make my own album. Going to lecture, going to gigs, going around the world to experience music. That's what I want to do. So that's it. Thank you so much to listen to me. That's all I want to say, and all I have to say that I wish you have a great day. Bye.